today. It's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And what a great game that was to watch last week, because he put on a show in the wild card round with 5 touchdown passes. So if you ever want to see what a hot quarterback looks like, watch that tape. Let's see if that same hot quarterback shows up in this one.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Burrow will throw. That's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
John Ross.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Texans taking over offensively, and it is, of course, Deshaun Watson who
Leads them out at quarterback.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
The tackle made by second and 3.
Watson off play action. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll take this one in for a Texan. Touchdown.
Complete.
Brandon Cooks, 65 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll look to throw right away.
And that is incomplete.
T. Higgins was the intended target,
but it'll be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10.
It goes right back to Higgins, and this time he's got it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
Intercepted by the Texans.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes.
Brought down by Trey Waynes.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Josh Bynes leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
3-yard pickup.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Intended for John Ross.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up.
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Bengals are going to jump back in front. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Here comes Cobb. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Duke Johnson.
Next receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Watson. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Intended for Jordan Akins.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson a give. This is Johnson. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 43-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hold on to that one. It's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson.
He'll look underneath and dump it off to Duke Johnson.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Will Fuller. Touchdown.
Will Fuller there to make the grab. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. To return it, Darius Phillips.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
He fakes the give here and looks to throw.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Gary and Conley.
Burrow's pass intercepted by the Texans.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And his throw is incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 11.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
By the Texans.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
First down.
On 1st down, Watson. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now
Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone.
Fairbairn.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
On the return, Phillips. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here again comes Joe Burrow in the offense.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle around twice a yard.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back
back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross there to make the grab. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for two. Again, it's Burrow. And this one is caught. So they come up with a two-point conversion, and that makes this a one-point game now. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC divisional round game.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Here comes Cobb. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Houston set to take over. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
back in. It's Johnson. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Brought down by Mackenzie Alexander. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun on third, Watson. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is, and boy, it was pretty.
Now the Bengals will again line up to go for 2. Here's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Cobb. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From midfield now, Burrow.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And able to find Green. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target.
But it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Now it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised. They Decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They go to Johnson again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down. Coming up.
The play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Watson's back.
Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. And that is caught for the 2 points.
Makes the score Texans 29.
So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about, not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again.
And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Joe Mixon.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Bengals.
First down. Here's Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys are able to regain the lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Now, once again, the Bengals will try for 2. Burrow looking to pass. And my goodness, another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Cobb.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Randall Cobb on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10.
The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
4-yard line.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st down, Texans.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd and 9. Watson. For Kidder here, it's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, screenplay, Johnson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away. They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Geno Atkins gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
3rd and long.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
At their 23-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage. And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense that it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going on the road, you may have to even leave earlier in order to get acclimated if it's going to be a tough environment against the team you're going to play. So being at home is a big deal. But now they know, at least they feel like it, they're moving on to the championship round. There's got to be no better feeling. They'll get that 24-hour rule in. Enjoy that before they look forward to the next opponent.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Burrow on third down. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
Fourth down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Complete.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
On the play. First down, Houston.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Watson's pass.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And stopped a few yards. Sets up a first and goal. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
The ball carrier.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have broken the tie. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his second TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
On the return, Phillips. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own.
So Burrow and the Bengals down by 7. 1:55 remaining. They need a touchdown here to try to force overtime, but they've got the support of this playoff record crowd. First and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
That's good.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Burrow's pass. Intended for C.J. Uzomah. Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen
David Johnson on his way. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. On the return, Phillips. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Texans scoop it.
Recovered by the kicking team.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That burst good for 20 and a first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.